We are all addicted to social media and we don't even know it. For the next 7 days, I'm going on a complete social media detox to try and kill this addiction. And if I do open one of these apps, even by accident, I have to do a 10 push-up forfeit on the spot. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, we spend every spare minute of the day scrolling through these apps looking for easy hits of dopamine because our brains are so addicted. We can't even use the toilet or have a meal anymore without having the screen constantly in our faces. There is a solution, but I need to explain a few things first. These apps are taking us away from the true connections in life, not just to the people around us, but to the things we also used to love doing. We know we're just wasting time scrolling through these apps all day, but we still keep picking up the damn phone again and again and again. This is how the detox is going to work. I'm going to take all of my social media apps and put them into a forbidden folder on my phone. The reason I'm not deleting them is because I want to be able to resist the temptation to open them. Now I know I'm making it harder for myself by doing it this way, and if I do open one of them by accident, I have that forfeit to do. And the worst part is that is actually a real threat due to something I'm going to explain in just a moment. I'm going to use this time to have a more focused approach to the things that I'm doing, as I won't have any distractions from these apps. I can work on my videos with a clearer mind. I've also got a couple of books that I want to read, which should make a nice replacement from nighttime scrolling. I also think it's important to think back to the things I used to love doing and find a way to rediscover the things that I've lost. I feel like we're living in such a disconnected society right now. I want to reconnect with the world, but mainly with myself, because I find myself just feeling so lost these days. I just can't seem to feel completely myself, and I think my overconsumption of social media is part of it. I consider myself a creator, yet I still spend way too much time consuming and not creating. First day is going really, really well. I have not had the urge to pick up my phone and go on social media whatsoever, which is a great start, but willpower is always strongest at the beginning, so we'll see how we go. I was just going to say how this day is going so well, and somehow I just accidentally clicked on Facebook. So I have to do a forfeit right now. Okay, so I've just had what I can only describe as a mini mental breakdown. I don't know whether it's this challenge, whether I'm just having a bad day, I don't know what is going on. I wanted to keep this video as raw as possible, which is why I'm including this. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. I just had a wave come over me of just like feeling like I'm not good enough and feeling like this video is going to absolutely suck. So I think I'm just going to pick up a book and read for the rest of the evening, put the camera down, and just hope that tomorrow is a better day, because today is ending really badly. Okay, it's the morning of day number 2 and I feel so freaking weird. I have got an immense amount of mind fog right now. I don't know if this is some kind of withdrawal symptoms coming in. I think that's kind of what happened last night. I think my brain was just saying, stop the challenge, quit, get back on social media, and then you can try this again another time. But I'm doing my best to push through this, and I'm hoping after today it starts to get a bit easier. But today is going to be pretty rough, I think. Studies show that the addiction comes from your brain's response in giving you quick and easy hits of the feel-good chemical dopamine, along with the instant gratification you get from likes and notifications. With every single update, these apps are getting more and more optimized at feeding this specific part of your brain. Everything down to the little animation you get when you hit the like button has been specifically designed to keep you coming back. But the form of dopamine that social media actually gives us is not healthy, because we have done literally nothing to earn that feel-good feeling. And it's not just that either, because it's also coming to light that the actual action is becoming addictive. Like the action of picking up your phone and automatically just going to click on Instagram, for instance, is addictive. Like, have you ever gone to pick up your phone just to say, use the calculator, and found that somehow you're already just automatically on Instagram? I'm pretty sure that's what happened to me last night when I ended up on Facebook. And if this sounds like you, it's probably time for you to do a detox as well. And I used to, and I still would if I was back home in the UK, just go around to a friend's house, knock on the door, have a cup of tea, have a chat, because having real human interactions is so important to us. Like I said before, I also want to do some of the things I used to love doing back in the UK. And if you don't know anything about me, I've spent the last 1 year and 3 months traveling, and I'm starting to miss some of the hobbies I used to have back home. Today is day number 3 and I'm not feeling anywhere near as weird as I did yesterday. So that feels like I'm making progress in the right direction. I didn't feel the urge at all yesterday either to go on any social media apps, which is a good sign. I did also feel a bit kind of like a little bit of FOMO, but I managed to overcome it and I was okay. So today I'm going to try and reconnect with a couple of things I lost from the past. So this is extremely exciting. The first of which is just over here, and the second of which you'll see in just a moment. But yeah, they're both going to be super fun. Let's go check out the first one.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law.
That's one of the things I love so much about climbing. There's always something you can do and always something that you can't do at the same time. It's kind of a metaphor for life because, yeah, you want to be improving, but also you want to be able to do stuff. So let's try that one again.
Try to catch me howling at them.
Okay, I know you want to see if I make it to the top of that climbing wall or not, but I need to interrupt to show you the second thing I'm doing to try and reconnect with my lost self. I'm so excited about this. So just over here, I'm about to go in there and buy something. And if you're a long follower of this channel, you probably know what I'm about to go and buy. So if you scroll all the way down, there are a couple of videos on this. But yeah, I'm so excited about this. See if you can guess in the next few seconds what I'm about to go and buy to help me with my social media detox. Okay, are you ready? Bought some more model rockets. This is going to be so much fun. I can't wait to get these guys put together and send them into space a little bit later on. But for now, we're going to head back to the climbing center to see if I made it up that wall, and I am running late for work. Let's go.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.
When you're climbing, you're completely focused on one task, getting from the bottom of the wall to the top. No distractions, no social media, nothing. And the same thing can translate into other aspects of your life. You see, when you're completely focused on the job in hand without any distractions, you'll be absolutely amazed at what you can accomplish when you put your focus in the correct places. I'm now starting to feel some of the positive effects of this detox, but there is still a long way to go. Oh, for sake, I've just got into the car, set the maps to go to work, and I accidentally opened Facebook again. Rules are rules. Press up's time. You do realize it's 33 degrees Celsius today. A long way to go. Okay, so today I'm doing a day in nature and I'm on Morton Island, which is the third largest sand island in the world, and I've had no urges whatsoever today so far to use social media, and getting out in nature has been scientifically proven to improve your mental state, where social media has been proven to reduce it. And I'm going to get into some more pretty shocking discoveries that I made later on in this video, but yeah, today I'm just going to enjoy this situation. How can you not enjoy being in nature when you see things like this? That is the best underwater footage of a sea turtle I have ever got. That is just top tier. So yeah, when you come to somewhere like this, you might be tempted to snap loads of pictures just for Instagram, but if you can resist the temptation to do that and just enjoy it for what it is, you'll have a much more genuine experience. And also, on that point, when you're scrolling up and down your feed and seeing all these people's posts, you're actually just seeing the best of their situation. And seeing all this is going to have a pretty negative impact on you, because a lot of these people aren't posting the bad things that happen to them as well as the good. So just bear that in mind, you're looking at the best of someone's situation. I'm going to carry on enjoying this island and go sliding down some massive sand dunes. Time to get serious now. So when I was doing some research for this video, I came across some quite shocking information. Now I decided to see if there was a link between the rise in social media and the rise in mental health problems. And what I found was pretty crazy. Now this next bit is going to contain some information that some people might find upsetting or distressing, so feel free to skip this bit. But let me explain. Facebook became the most popular social platform in 2009, and in 2010, Instagram was released. Now this chart shows a range of data, but we'll pay most attention to this line here. Now this actually shows females aged between 15 and 19, and the rise of this line is undeniable, and it still continues to rise to this day. But the worst part is, this line actually shows the amount of people hospitalized due to cases of self-harm. But that's not it either, because if we look at the line for males, it looks to be much less drastic. But if I show you this chart here, this is actually from the same place, and it shows male suicide. And this is up actually 50% since 2010. And this is just a stark reminder that social media can be a wonderful and useful tool, but it can also cause huge problems, which is why we need to change our relationship with it right now. On average, people are spending between 2.5 and 3 hours a day on social media. That is a lot of time. And a lot of that is just wasted time, not doing anything productive or beneficial to you, your growth, or your self-development. In the same time, you could literally exercise for 30 minutes, read a book for 30 minutes, spend another 30 minutes learning a new skill, and still have enough time to spend an hour longer in bed so you're not so damn tired all the time. There is actually an optimal amount of time we should be spending on social media, but I'll get into that a little bit later on. These statistics are starting to get crazy. People are literally posting every single detail of their lives on these apps, and these apps are just designed to keep you on there for as long as possible so they can feed you as many ads as possible. But the constant stream of media, news, and fake news just feeds your anxiety and lowers your self-worth because you're constantly comparing yourself to other people. We need to take back control of our lives and stop being such zombies. There are a lot of pieces here. This is not just one rocket, it's actually two. And I don't know how I'm going to build both of these in the next few hours before I go to work, but I'm going to try. But let me give you a little update on how I'm feeling, because I'm feeling quite a lot of FOMO today. And I don't really know why, because I don't know what I feel like I'm missing out on, because I know if I just go on social media, there's not going to be really anything there for me to look at anyway, but I still feel like I'm missing out, which is kind of bizarre. But yeah, I think that's just the mental part of the whole social media addiction kind of thing. Okay, this is an important part because social interaction is to humans like what these fins are to a rocket. You see, without these fins, the rocket won't fly properly, but with them, it will fly in the right direction along a stable flight path, which is exactly the same for us. You see, human beings are social animals, and we rely on a healthy amount of it for our brains to remain happy and healthy. But the funny thing is about social media is it actually removes a lot of the social aspect from it, which in turn leads our mind to be more like a rocket without the fins. Unstable. And the further it tries to fly like this, the more out of control it becomes until it eventually falls apart. Anyway, I need to carry on building this rocket and actually putting it together because I don't have much time, and yeah, let's get cracking. I started this detox thinking I would just stop using these apps and not much would change. I didn't expect to feel so weird in the beginning or so lost and confused in the middle. I do, however, have a newfound freedom from my phone. This journey has taken me a long way, but social media is part of my workflow and I can't just cut it out completely. However, my thoughts on it have changed from being somewhere to spend time to a tool to be used for specific purposes. 30 minutes a day is the maximum amount of time we should be spending on social media to still feel part of the community, but also retain good mental health and healthy relationships to those around you. Social media should be a part of our lives, but it shouldn't take over our lives. I've been putting this off for weeks now, and I now know that that was just my brain's response to knowing that it was going to lose those easy hits of dopamine it has become so used to getting. I do feel a little bit less lost, but I also feel a bit odd, and I know that with time and discipline that this will eventually change, and for us all to connect on a better level, we all need to reduce the amount of time we're spending on social media and spend more time with the people around us. It's time to take back control of your life and end your social media addiction. Okay, 3, 2, 1. That was freaking awesome!